So I've been growing my dreads for about 9-10 years now. I absolutely love them. Couldn't go back to how they were before. I've always had nightmares of what happens if I lose some of them. I start going bald, or our little one decides to cut them off, or Emily decides to cut them off one night when she's angry at me, which in all respects I'm surprised hasn't happened yet. Fortunately, baldness is hereditary and my dad still has a lovely head of hair. Before I had my hair done like this, it looked a bit like this. In fact, it looked a lot like this. You could even say that this is a picture of me from about 10 years ago. You could, and you would be right. I wanted something a little bit different, so I went with this. I used to have to straighten my hair every day. Everybody that has straight hair wants curly hair, and vice versa. Anybody that straightens their hair will know if you go outside and there's a tiniest bit of moisture, your day is ruined. And since I work outside as a postman, there's no chance. When I first got them done, because I had an undercut, I only had dreads on the top, and they were short, stumpy little things. If you get your hair dreaded, it shortens your hair length to about a third of what it was before you had it done. There aren't a lot of pictures of me. I never liked my picture being taken, but the few pictures that I have, my dreads looked pretty bad, especially since I had nothing underneath. So I grew out my undercut, and eventually my friend who actually did my dreads in the first place was able to attach extensions to that hair. Eventually she added extensions to the actual dreads themselves, and then she made them probably as long as they are today. There's no way that I could go back to how they were before. I'd have to straighten my hair every day. For years I've always relied on my friend Amy, who did these originally, to maintain my hair, but for ages we've never been able to synchronize our calendars to get it done. She did, however, tell me the little tricks and tips that I would need. I often get the halo, which is these tough bits. I don't know if that's what it's really called, but that's what I call it. You get crochet hook. I'm a bit of an eBay fanatic, so I picked this up for dirt cheap. Basic maintenance involves you poking your thingamajig through, curling that around there a few times, and then pulling it through. Like so. Now do that a couple of 100 times and you'll be sorted. She has got it down to an art. She dreaded her own hair, God knows how, and she maintains her own hair. Now, me being the lazy bugger that I am, I don't tend to spend a lot of time maintaining my hair, if any, so it does get a little bit bizarre underneath the hood. They may look fairly normal to you like this. The ends don't look too great. Now, I kind of like these curly bits at the end. That's what my hair actually looks like. Whereas some people have the stumpy ends. I just think they look a bit too neat. I don't like neat dreads. I like messy dreads, but not to the point where you look like a crazy person. You can see that there's a lot of maintenance that needs to be done to my hair. Also, if I can find one, you do get ones that's clumped together like that. Don't know if you can see that. You just tear them apart. It's a satisfying noise. Some of mine have joined up at the roots. Well, there's a good example, one at the very front. My friend did this because they were getting too thin at the top. Now, there are definitely positives and negatives to having dreadlocks. Go through the negatives first. I used to love having my head scratched. I miss it so much. You can't get a proper good scratch in your head now. It just doesn't work. On hot days, this hair is a nightmare. What I usually use to tie my hair up with, especially at work, is this. And so it looks a bit like this. I have to sleep face down, usually with my arms like this. I've gotten used to it now. I don't know why I can't sleep on them. It just doesn't feel comfortable. The problem that really annoys me is like when Emily, Violet and I were in town, some guys just came up to us while I was pushing the pram and asked for drugs. I really wish that I could have kicked their asses, in fact. That was so horrible. It happens a lot at festivals, obviously, because the person with dreadlocks is always the person with drugs. One of the most reoccurring things that happens is people singing Bob Marley songs to me. The problem that I used to have when I first got them done was getting my piercings caught in my hair. This happened a lot because I wore the wrong jewellery. I used to have a septum ring with 2 spikes on it, and that used to get caught up a lot, and my earrings. I don't have that many earrings anymore. Now to the positive parts, the reasons why I got them in the first place. Even though I can't sleep on them, they do make a nice cushion when I just want to relax and I haven't got a hoodie or anything with me. I can just lay back, or if I fall over or hit my head, which I did the other day in fact, they do soften the blow quite a lot. Ever since we started getting ferrets, they have loved playing with my dreads. Violet not so much, but the ferrets absolutely love them. They do get very excited. The blessing of not having to straighten my hair every day is a godsend. The fact that I don't really have to do very much to my hair to keep it looking like this is even better. I did want to try one more thing. I haven't actually checked how long my longest dread is. Pretty sure it's one at the back. I think it's this one. Okay, look, there's another double one. Let's go for this one. Let's see how long this is. 65 centimeters. Or thereabouts. 2 foot 2 inches. Damn, that's pretty long. Can we find a really short one in comparison? Right, let's see how long this one is. 36 centimeters, which is nearly 1 foot 3 inches. Thanks for watching, guys. If you'd like to Instagram me, Facebook me, tweet me, or comment below, feel free to ask me a question. I said Twitter me in my last video, and I really got annoyed with myself for that, because it made me sound like an old man, and I'm trying to hide the fact that I'm an old man. Until next time, guys, see you later.